Could the 2024 election be the most pivotal moment in recent history? As the world stands at a crossroads, the upcoming election not only holds the potential to reshape the leadership landscape, but also sets the course for future policies both domestically and internationally. The decisions made at the polls will echo through the corridors of power, influencing everything from healthcare reforms, environmental strategies, to economic policies. Imagine a scenario where shifts in leadership bring about critical changes in how nations interact on the global stage. The ripple effects could redefine alliances, trade agreements, and even security protocols. Closer to home, these elections could decide the fate of local communities, affecting job markets, education systems, and public safety measures. Every vote cast is a voice in deciding the direction of a nation's journey. It's a powerful tool that shapes not only the present, but also the future of subsequent generations. Understanding its importance is the first step towards making an informed decision. Who are the frontrunners who will shape the future? As we gaze into the political horizon of 2024, a diverse array of candidates has lined up, each promising a distinct vision for the nation. Let's delve into the profiles of these key players, understanding what they stand for without tipping the scales with personal biases. First, we have the incumbent president seeking re-election. Often emphasizing stability and continuity, his campaign focuses on building upon the policies implemented during his first term. Key areas include economic recovery, post-pandemic, healthcare reforms, and strengthening international alliances. Challenging the incumbent is a seasoned senator, known for her vigorous advocacy on social issues. She brings forward a progressive platform that highlights comprehensive healthcare reform, tackling climate change through innovative policies, and addressing income inequality. Her campaign resonates particularly with younger voters and those seeking substantial systemic changes. Another notable contender is the governor from a large state, whose pragmatic approach to governance has won bipartisan admiration. His platform centers on economic pragmatism, educational reforms, and infrastructure development, aiming to appeal to the middle ground voters who sway between idealism and practicality. We also see a charismatic outsider, a businessman with no prior political experience, but a significant following due to his promise to bring a fresh perspective to politics. His campaign is built around cutting red tape, enhancing business opportunities, and an unconventional approach to foreign policy. Each candidate brings a unique blend of promises and policies aiming to address the various issues that the electorate deems crucial. From healthcare and economy to education and foreign relations, their platforms are designed to resonate with different segments of the population, reflecting the diverse priorities of our society. Knowing the candidates helps in understanding the possible future directions our country could take. As these candidates articulate their visions and engage with the public, they not only outline the potential paths our country might take, but also reflect the multifaceted nature of our democracy. Engaging with their platforms gives us a clearer picture of the future and the choices that lie ahead. Ever wondered how your vote actually counts? Let's dive into the fascinating world of the electoral process. When you cast your vote, you're actually participating in a two-step process. Initially, you're voting in what's known as the popular vote. This is where you and your fellow citizens across your state cast votes for your preferred presidential candidate. However, the outcome of this vote doesn't directly decide the president. Instead, it determines how the Electoral College will vote. The Electoral College is a group of electors, and each state has a specific number of electors based on its total number of representatives in Congress. For example, a large state like California has 55 electors, while a smaller state like Vermont has only 3. These electors then cast votes to officially elect the president. This brings us to an intriguing aspect of the electoral process. Not all states wield the same influence. Some states, known as swing states, don't consistently vote for the same political party and can swing either way. These states, like Florida and Pennsylvania, become hotbeds of campaign activity, as winning these can often tip the balance of the Electoral College. It's also important to note that in all but 2 states, the candidate who wins the majority of the popular vote takes all the state's electoral votes, which intensifies the competition in closely contested states. So, the next time you hear about campaigns focusing heavily on certain states, remember they are strategizing based on this unique electoral system. Your vote is more powerful than you might think. What are the burning issues driving the 2024 election? As the election gears up, several critical issues have climbed to the forefront, capturing the attention of voters and candidates alike. Let's delve into these pivotal topics that are set to shape the contours of this electoral battle. Firstly, healthcare remains a dominant topic. With the world having navigated through the tumultuous waves of a global pandemic, the importance of robust healthcare systems has never been clearer. Discussions are intensely focused on how to make healthcare more accessible and affordable for everyone. The debate continues over the balance between private sector involvement and government-led initiatives, which promises to be a cornerstone issue in the upcoming election. Moving on, the economy is always a hot-button issue, and 2024 is no exception. In the wake of economic recovery efforts post-pandemic, voters are critically evaluating the efficacy of these strategies. Job creation, tax policies, and inflation are under the microscope. The electorate is keenly aware that the economic decisions of the next leader will have a direct impact on their wallets and their quality of life. Climate change, an ever-escalating concern, is also high on the agenda. With increasing global temperatures, erratic weather patterns, and rising sea levels, the call for substantial environmental policies has grown louder. Candidates are being questioned on their commitment to sustainable practices, renewable energy adoption, and international environmental agreements. This issue not only addresses the health of our planet, but also encompasses economic factors such as energy, jobs, and infrastructure. Lastly, national security is a perennial concern that continues to resonate deeply with the electorate. In an era where cyber threats loom large and international relations are ever-changing, voters are looking for a leader who can navigate these complex issues with finesse and strength. These issues not only influence the election, but also our daily lives. As we move closer to casting our votes, the discussions and decisions about these topics will undoubtedly shape our collective future. Stay tuned as we explore how these pivotal issues are interwoven with our everyday experiences in the next segment. How will the election outcomes directly affect you and your community? Elections are not just about choosing leaders. They are about shaping the world around us. Let's delve into how the results of the upcoming election could influence various facets of daily life. Imagine waking up the day after the election to news that new policies are set to transform the job market. Depending on the leaders elected, there could be an increased focus on technology and green jobs, potentially opening up new employment opportunities for many. Conversely, certain industries might see stricter regulations, affecting job availability and conditions. Healthcare is another critical area often influenced by election results. Changes in leadership could mean reforms in healthcare policies, impacting how easily you and your family can access medical services. It might be easier to see a doctor, afford medications, or it could become more challenging depending on the direction policies take. Education systems could also see significant shifts. New administrations might increase funding for public schools, change curriculum standards, or focus more on digital education tools. These changes can affect the quality of education that students receive, potentially shaping the country's future workforce. Local governance often feels the immediate impact of election results. The efficiency of public services like transportation, safety, and local development projects can vary greatly with changes in local leadership, directly impacting your day-to-day life. Your engagement in the election can shape your everyday life. By understanding these potential impacts, you can make informed decisions that not only affect the national landscape, but also your local community and personal life. Ready to make a difference? Here's how you can get involved. Participation in elections is not just a privilege, it's a powerful way to shape the future. First things first, ensure you're registered to vote. This is the gateway to having your say. Registration processes vary, but they're generally straightforward. You can often register online at local government offices or at various community events. Once you're registered, find out where your polling place is. This information is usually available on your local government's website. Knowing where to go ahead of time will make voting day smoother. But why stop at voting? Dive deeper into the electoral process by volunteering for a campaign. Campaigns always need enthusiastic volunteers for everything from canvassing to phone banking. It's a fantastic way to support your preferred candidates and understand more about the political process. Remember, your involvement doesn't just influence outcomes, it strengthens democracy. Every single voice counts, including yours. Participate actively. As we've seen today, the stakes in 2024 are high and your role is crucial. This election is not just a contest between candidates, but a pivotal moment that will determine the direction of policies and their impact on everyday life. Each vote casts a stone into the pond of our democracy, creating ripples that extend far beyond the election booth. Understanding the candidates and where they stand on issues that matter to you, from healthcare to education, from economic policies to environmental protection, is essential. These leaders will shape the laws and frameworks that govern us all. Remember, voting isn't just a right, it's a powerful tool for change. The electoral process, though complex, ensures that everyone's voice can be heard. By participating, you contribute to a dialogue that defines our society. Whether it's local or national, every election matters, and your informed vote is crucial. Make your decision wisely, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. Your vote shapes the future.